it's impossible for the marriage to continue. I think the children keep them together. I think the lack of escape for Harry to back to the royal family will keep them together. But they're under huge pressure now because of the finances. And I think that is always a huge test, a big test on any relationship.
Tom Bower has just revealed 10 reasons why Meghan Markle might eventually divorce Prince Harry, and according to him, many of these reasons are already becoming visible in their marriage. Just wait until number 8, because that reason may explain why they might not stay together in the coming years. Bower makes one of his strongest claims here, and according to him, getting married to Meghan may have become one of the biggest turning points in Harry's life. Before Meghan came into the picture, Harry was widely known as the Happy Prince. He was popular, well-liked, and heavily involved in charity work. He founded and co-founded organizations in both the United Kingdom and Africa, and people generally viewed him as someone dedicated to helping others.
And I think it's really Meghan. He's under, I said in my book, Betrayal, that he was brainwashed by Meghan. And of course, he continues to be brainwashed by her. And he is actually, I think, by now at wit's end. He doesn't know what to do. He's been humiliated in London today. He's going to, for the rest of the week, try to restore some credibility. But in the end, he's going to fail.
But according to Bower, everything began changing after Meghan entered the picture. Sentebale, the charity Harry co-founded, eventually sued him, and Archewell has also faced questions regarding its finances. Business partnerships have slowed down, and several major ventures have struggled.
Meghan has got no real income anymore. She's finished.
Right.
The Netflix series is over. There's no great podcast. They don't generate any money. And I don't see where she is going from here. I think she has a major problem. And I think as of this week, the signal for her great problem.
Because of all this, Harry, who was once viewed as a valuable public figure, is allegedly becoming less useful as a brand asset. Bower argues that Meghan has always preferred being around people who increase her influence and status, so if Harry can no longer provide that, their relationship could face even more pressure. According to him, Meghan may eventually decide to move on and look for someone who offers greater opportunities and a stronger public profile.
Now she's just stuck with this depressed ginger who has absolutely no family, no friends, and no money. This was not hashtag part of the plan. So what is she supposed to do now? Now, if she's smart, and she is that, she's very savvy, she will find a way to bounce past him to some other taker who might actually just love the guy. She will take her royal kids, who can still go by prince and princess, and find the billionaire.
According to Bower, Meghan has gradually started building a life that doesn't always include Harry. She increasingly appears at fashion events, business meetings, and public appearances on her own. While they still appear together on certain occasions, Bower believes those appearances usually happen when it benefits both of them publicly.
But their latest potential PR stunt comes as rumours circulate of Meghan forcing a, quote, brand separation as she attempts to distance herself from her husband's victim narrative and forge a separate role.
When Meghan believes a joint appearance will generate publicity, strengthen her brand, or attract media attention, they appear together. But when there is little benefit, she reportedly prefers to attend events alone and continue building her own image independently. Bower sees this growing independence as another possible sign that their marriage may not be as united as it once appeared.
Well, Piers, you're the first person to say how limited Prince Harry is, unfortunately, and how his wife trades off her husband's fame and fortune, or not so great fortune now.
Bower also points to what he describes as a pattern in Meghan's personal life. According to him, when someone is no longer helping her move forward, she quickly distances herself from them. He often refers to her first marriage to Trevor Ingleston as an example. Once that relationship was no longer giving her what she wanted, the marriage ended. Piers Morgan also claims that Meghan ghosted him after climbing the social ladder.
Harry, to put it politely, I think she is very manipulative. Meghan Markle is someone who's basically got rid of almost her entire family on her side, apart from her mother, her entire family on the father's side, including her father, which is incredibly sad. And now she's wrestled Harry away from his family.
Some people even say that Meghan has ditched her own father because he is no longer of use to her. Bauer believes the same pattern could eventually repeat itself with Harry. Meghan is no longer receiving the level of publicity, royal access, and influence that she once enjoyed. Even the Invictus Games, which many people believe gave her significant public exposure, are reportedly becoming less welcoming toward her involvement. If Harry's biggest remaining platform can no longer benefit Meghan the way it once did, Bauer believes she may eventually see little reason to remain in the marriage.
She is very calculating and very ruthless and very self-promoting, but she's taken on more in the end than she can chew. And I do think in the end, one of the greatest mysteries, which I got glimpses of and reveal them in the book, but whether she's really happy or miserable, whether she realizes what an awful fate awaits her in the years to come.
According to Bauer, Meghan always had one major goal: worldwide fame. Before meeting Harry, she tried building a larger entertainment career through acting and other opportunities, but she never reached the level of international recognition she wanted. Marrying Prince Harry instantly gave her worldwide attention, enormous publicity, and global recognition. For a time, that strategy worked exactly as planned. However, Bauer believes those advantages have gradually faded. Their entertainment deals have weakened, their public popularity has become more divided, and Harry's royal connections no longer open the same doors they once did.
And they are literally wallowing in in a maze where to go. And so predictably. And so that is the problem. And for them to come back in the midst of the current royal crisis here would be impossible to imagine.
If Meghan still wants greater fame, wealth, influence, and celebrity status, Bauer argues she may begin looking for another path that no longer depends on Harry. Money is another issue Bauer believes could place serious pressure on the marriage. Their Netflix partnership has slowed down, the Spotify deal ended, and several planned business projects have failed to meet expectations. According to Bauer, Harry is no longer bringing in the level of income he once did, while maintaining their lifestyle remains extremely expensive.
Word on the streets is that Meghan has told Harry, you got to get your butt out there and bring in some more moolah.
That Meghan is deeply worried about their finances, that actually she's got a sense and understanding of money that Harry absolutely doesn't, because he's an aristocrat who's never had to worry about cash, never seen a bill in his life.
That's mad.
Security costs, staff, travel, property maintenance, and everyday living continue to require millions every year. If the money coming in continues to decline while expenses remain high, Bauer believes Harry could increasingly become a financial burden instead of a financial advantage. If Meghan feels their lifestyle can no longer be maintained, Bauer argues it could increase the possibility of separation.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they're charging donors $100,000 to have dinner to raise funds for their charity. The couple turned to Charity Buzz, a fundraising platform, to facilitate the dinner. So basically, Meghan Markle, if you pay her $100,000, she will come have dinner with you. That is how desperate they are for cash. Like, listen, okay, this woman has fallen from grace. Meghan Markle, at this point, you're nothing more than a yacht girl. You're a yacht girl, you're an escort, you're charging $100K to have dinner. I'm here to tell you also, listen.
Bauer also believes the couple no longer shares the same long-term vision. Harry reportedly misses England. He still wants some level of reconciliation with his family and hopes to rebuild certain relationships. Even if he never becomes a working royal again, Bauer believes Harry still wants to remain connected to his roots and spend more time in the United Kingdom. I leave it to you guys to decide why he wants to come back. Is he missing his father or his father's money?
Meghan and Harry's crisis, completely of their own making, is they have no major projects, no major money earners. And so they're more desperate than ever. And I think that they don't know what to do other than to try and come back to Britain and rebuild themselves as some sort of members of the royal family.
Meghan, however, reportedly has very different ambitions. According to Bauer, she wants to remain in California, continue expanding her business ventures, and build herself into a major celebrity and entrepreneur. She has little interest in returning to Britain or accepting any traditional royal role again. When two people are moving toward completely different futures, that difference alone can create enormous pressure on a marriage. According to Bauer, Meghan always likes having options available. He suggests that if someone with greater wealth, stronger business influence, or higher social status came into the picture, Meghan could begin considering a completely different future. Bauer even speculates about the possibility of a wealthy Silicon Valley businessman or an older billionaire who could provide the lifestyle, connections, and financial security she desires without the controversies currently surrounding Harry. Whether that ever happens or not, Bauer believes Meghan prefers never to feel trapped, and that is why he argues she may already be keeping an escape route open.
But she'd have to have an escape route. She'd have to find a sort of a Silicon Valley or somehow aging billionaire that would want to take her on. I don't think she'd walk into the wilderness. I can't imagine any man finding happiness with Meghan Markle. I mean, I think it'll be pretty difficult. But I'm told there are Americans that would find her attractive.
Bauer also points to several moments that he believes show visible tension between Harry and Meghan. He mentions public appearances where Meghan allegedly pushed Harry's hand away or appeared distant from him, including moments during trips to New York. While small incidents alone may not prove anything, Bauer argues that when they are viewed together, they may suggest a relationship that is under increasing pressure.
We're seen in Colombia alone, and there was a big row there. But, these are marriages. I can't tell you. I mean, the thing about Meghan is that she fascinates us because she is so determined, so ruthless, so narcissistic, so determined to succeed. And at the moment, she's on a downward spiral. She's paying the price of betrayal. Betrayal not only of the royal family and her father, and as you say, her first husband, but lots of friends.
According to him, Meghan no longer appears as comfortable with Harry as she once did. If she feels the marriage is no longer helping her personally or professionally, these visible moments of distance could become even more frequent. Bauer describes Harry as increasingly isolated from the life he once knew. Many of his old friends are no longer part of his daily life. His relationship with much of the royal family remains strained, and several of the organizations that once defined his public image are no longer as closely connected to him.
And so he became hypersensitive and blamed the media for the crashes of his relationships, never thinking that they could have something to do with himself. So he's a very complicated, depressed, unintelligent man who is seeking a role and has got really nobody on whom he could rely.
Because of this, Bauer believes Harry has become increasingly dependent on Meghan. However, he argues that if Meghan begins viewing Harry as more of an emotional responsibility than an advantage, the balance of power inside the marriage changes significantly. That could make it easier for Meghan to leave on her own terms if she ever chooses to do so. Finally, Bauer believes the royal title remains one of the biggest reasons the marriage continues. According to him, the Duchess title still provides recognition, credibility, media attention, and opportunities that Meghan might not otherwise receive. The royal connection continues to attract headlines around the world. However, Bauer argues that if those titles ever lose their commercial value, or if Harry himself can no longer provide the influence, status, and opportunities that once came with being part of the royal family, Meghan may begin questioning what is left to gain from remaining in the marriage. In Bauer's opinion, the combination of Harry and the royal title is still valuable today, but that value is declining fast.
You don't need to keep your titles anymore. After they trade on their titles, they make their money by always parading themselves as the Duke and Duchess and the Prince. So if they want to make their money out of trashing Britain, then why should they be recognized as the Duke and Duchess?
But there you have it. 10 reasons why Tom Bauer believes Meghan might eventually divorce Prince Harry. Which of these reasons surprised you the most? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.